This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Halfway through the Father's Day finals here at the Bayshore. Now it is Owen Sound's turn to finally get into a final. The U13 North Stars are against the Cambridge Highlanders, and these North Stars come in undefeated. I'm Spencer Byers alongside Michael Harris. And Michael, we got a great game here, and hopefully a chance for Owen Sound to keep some gold here in the Scenic City.
Yeah, you know, it's a home tournament. We're here in Owen Sound. It's always great when we get an Owen Sound team in the final. We'll have two of them today. And this Owen Sound team comes into this game with 3 wins and no losses. In fact, they beat Cambridge 7-3 earlier in the round robin. So not a blowout by any means. It's going to be a good game, but Owen Sound coming in confident. I was talking with some of the Owen Sound coaches over there, Matt Given, Andrew Reed, and they were just talking about how well Owen Sound's playing, how they're doing what the coaches are asking. And that goes a long way. These are still young kids, right? We're U13. And they just talked about how great this team is to coach. And you can see their record there. Defeated Milton, Cambridge, and Orangeville. I mean, those are some lacrosse powerhouses right there, Orangeville and Milton. And then you can see the route for Cambridge to get to the final here, too. So they beat Sarnia, number 2, Owen Sound, lost Owen Sound, but then beat Owen Sound, number 2, which is to be expected, right? The second Owen Sound team.
Yeah, and they beat them by a big score. You saw there, and that big score line is why they're here. You saw Milton and them were tied at 2-1, but obviously goal difference came into effect, and it went in favor of these Highlanders who happen to be here today. And we saw earlier tonight a rematch in the U9 final, and that game was closer than their original matchup.
Absolutely.
And this matchup comes in at 7-3 in favor of Owen Sound.
Yeah.
So you got to wonder if that closer scoreline will follow these two teams as well in this final, and see if Cambridge can upset these Owen Sound North Stars.
And you know the coaches are going to be preaching that, right? We were close. We know what we have to do to get over the top. The kids see that. These are smart young athletes with lots of experience. They know that they've got another chance here. And as you see them go through the line here, another little tidbit of info we got from the coaches is that Ryan Wignall, the goalie in the white mask, the big tall guy, number 30, will be playing for Owen Sound to start this game. They've gone every other game, and it happens to be Ryan's turn.
And then it looks to be for the other side for Cambridge. It will be double zeros, Bentley, Cuthbertson in for the, I want to say home side because they're wearing the white Ist jersey, but I know they're going to be the away side as they are the 2-1 team compared to the 3-0 team for Owen Sound.
Yep, and you can see all the players lining up for the face-off there. Number 7, Weston Reed, you had on your screen there for a little bit. These kids, what's kind of neat about these lacrosse teams is lacrosse doesn't exist in every community. So, for instance, Davis Roebuck is one player on Owen Sound that is from Shaw Lake. So he plays his minor hockey in Shaw Lake, where a lot of the kids play in Owen Sound. So, you know, you get some kids just from different areas in the region, different little towns in the region that come in and play together. So that's pretty neat to see.
Hopper will hand it off for Cambridge. They'll start with possession. Again, it'll be 3 15-minute periods of no stop time, as we'll see if Cambridge can get their first shot of the night here on the first possession. That shot bounced over Wignall.
Hard to get it over Wignall. He's pretty tall in net, and a big goalie, too, for Cambridge.
And that would be Bentley, Cuthbertson, double zeros. And now here come the North Stars. Quickly up the floor. Good catch there by Stolak into the middle. Just missed the stick there of Declan Linklater.
And we're going to see Ryder Stolak's older brother, Russell, later on in the 17U final. So we talked about the family connections in the last match with the Center Wellington teams, and we'll see it with the 2 Owen Sound teams as well.
Around goes Cambridge in, and that gets shoved into the crease, but steps in, so we'll go the other way.
And lost in that was a nice save. Get the leg out for Wignall.
And Owen Sound now again with possession. That's Cohen Kirby taking a couple whacks for his trouble.
And his dad Mike on the bench on the coaching staff for Owen Sound.
Also principal of St. Mary's.
Yeah, he is.
As Kirby looking for an angle, trying to get away. It does get away for at least for the second, but doesn't pull the trigger. Now it does get away. He'll take a run towards the net. Takes a bump through his numerical counterpart, it looked like, as now he'll shove down a Highlander. Possession will stay with Owen Sound, and they'll get the reset. Jinmin takes the bump. Jinmin now shoots it. Got blocked. It will scoot in, but it was caught inside the restricted areas, so Jinmin will not get the second opportunity. And now Cambridge will start with it.
Back and forth here in the first 2 minutes.
It will now be Kopp. Actually, pardon me, that'd be Wismer with possession. He hands it off. Taking a bump there is Zach Young. Young will go around it, look to be a pick. I guess another pick, but rejects it. He might get a third pick here, and he will. He shoots from an odd angle. That one goes well wide, and it will scoot all the way down to center floor as that shot clock will go off. And Owen Sound goes to retrieve it, and they're going to blow it dead, I believe. And they are going to blow it dead, as Owen Sound thought they had a chance there on a fast break, and it looked to be...
It was Menard there, Mannix Menard. You know what? Good for him not to take anything for granted.
Now Weston Reed, who leads this team in scoring with points and goals.
We mentioned Mannix Menard, whose dad Chris Menard is on the coaching staff there too for Owen Sound.
There's a minor going against Cambridge here as Weston Reed will pass it. Wide open shot save there as Ryan Hill tried to squeak that one through.
I think Menard drew the penalty there, being aggressive at the top of the orange paint. Got taken down by the Cambridge player.
I haven't gotten a number yet. As it looks to be number 17 there, Trevor Blakely Swanko.
Who looks to be a Guelph minor hockey player. He's got the Guelph stickers on his helmet. So we talked about Davis Roebuck coming in from Shaw Lake. He's going from Guelph to Cambridge for his 2 sports.
Weston Reed now passes it down to the corner, into the middle for a cutter, just couldn't get it there. Owen Sound, though, does keep possession. The penalty hasn't started, however, so we'll see what the time goes down to. Weston Reed passed across. That shot off the crossbar. We saw a lot of bars in the U11 game.
Did we ever.
As Brady Snow put that one right off the iron.
So they'll know that clock was probably 20 seconds. It should be off that penalty. What surprises me, it usually starts with the clock, so I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I also don't know what happened there. Again, this is not stop time. This is rolling clock no matter what, so I'm
And maybe that's the difference, that they have a never button to start it once the play begins. I don't know, but...
That ball still kept in the Cambridge zones. Again, they have the minor, a penalty or something. I believe it's a 10-second count.
Yeah.
I believe it's a 10-second count against Cambridge, so possession will go the other way.
Nice aggressive forecheck there from Owen Sound.
And now up the floor they come, and a trailer there almost caught Brady Snow, but Snow will walk in, fakes the shot. That one low and goes wide, but Snow will retrieve. Snow shot, that one off the bar.
2 posts here.
Weston Reed trying to get back possession, couldn't. Now Byer tries to. Just could not as well. That ball still in the mixer, though, and it will roll into the orange paint and retrieved there by Cuthbertson. And now here comes Cambridge with the minor now.
Picked off by Snow.
Board, but they still might be short a guy. Now, as you said, Snow takes it away. Snow trying to bump through his guy. He does. That's off the crossbar
That went
again.
in posting. Oh, my goodness. I think we should be checking whether these nets are regulation. There's Stolik now.
That shot right into the padding. Is it in? It does not go. And Stolik thought he got one and finally had the breakthrough.
Yeah, Ryder thought he'd put that one in.
And now Cambridge will come down. It still looks to be in there. Will be the minor. So they just took it off the board, but it will finally elapse. We're back to 5-on-5. One's not able to capitalize, but I will say I think it was 3 crossbars on that man advantage alone.
Yes, it was.
And now inside, now we'll get possession. Julian Sinclair. Pass to Luckhart. Tried to find a man as he got bulldozed. And he's slow to get up. That ball will bounce all the way to center floor. Picked back up by Julian Sinclair, who leads this team in penalty minutes with 10.
And Caleb Luckhart, his dad Scott's on the coaching staff here in Owen Sound.
And Sinclair, that shot goes just high. Shot clock might go here. Minor, though, against the away side. That shot by Crow Kirby just goes over. So the minor now will be called against Cambridge as they go back to the PK.
So we're looking at our stats here. Average penalty minutes per game for Owen Sound, almost 17, and only 5 for Cambridge. Well, Owen Sound's doing something to force Cambridge into bad spots because they're already up to 4 minutes in penalties. You know, the narrative before the game would have been a little the opposite, Spencer. So if Owen Sound keeps their cool and they can keep Cambridge under pressure, that will be to their benefit.
You definitely would think so. As the way goes, Hopper for 2 or less. That shot goes wide into the orange paint, so retrieved by Cambridge. This penalty did start at the right time as a Cambridge Highlanders got thrown down right in front of the net, but that leaves a wide open Highlander. It's Wegwood in a lone save by Wignall.
What a save by Wignall. And sometimes it's not as big a save as the timing of it, and what a great time for that save.
But Cambridge still has possession. Copson around. Copson saved again by Wignall.
Wignall plays very early, showing that he plays an athletic style of goal. He's down on his knees, up. You don't see that a lot in lacrosse goaltending.
Well, you do happen to see it, though, in Owen Sound with the senior B team, and that would be Craig Wendy.
That's a good point.
Who plays a very athletic style. But now here comes Owen Sound to get on the man advantage. Around. That shot goes high and wide. Retrieved, though, by Stolak. Luckhart. Passed off to the elbow, looking back for Luckhart. Gives it up to Stolak. Stolak shot scores, but the shot clock goes just before he got away with that one.
Yep. Just after the buzzer.
And now Wakely for Cambridge passed across, nobody home. As that ball bounces up and going to retrieve it there was Linklater. And now it is retrieved by Owen Sound, and here they come. And that'd be Cohen Kirby, I believe, with possession.
Yep.
And Kirby takes a bounce. He's got an open teammate.
Oh, just
Air
over the
mails
top.
it. They're over Spencer Given.
Yep.
And now it's Ginman. Ginman gets the screen. Ginman from an odd angle. That one goes high and wide.
Yeah, tough angle to shoot from there, but get it on net and see what happens.
Roebuck gave it off. That shot saved. That was Julian Sinclair. Shot clock will reset for the Miners now over. That's over 2 now on the power play for Owen Sound. Passed in front. Ginman stepped in.
Stepped on the
and
line.
Around they'll go. As the Highlanders again have done well in the PK to keep this Owen Sound team at bay. That pass in the middle taken away by Owen Sound for the second.
A little confusion.
But will they be able to retrieve it as down went a Highlander and a North Star fell on top, so that means possession will stay with Cambridge.
3 North Stars players looking at each other, expecting the other one to take the ball. And that led to this.
Hartwell now spinning. Hartwell shooting. Scores! Hartwell, who gets thrown into the boards after the play, and
we're going to get a penalty. Stolak's going to get a penalty after the fact.
And he is not really moving. And the referee immediately calls for the trainer.
Yeah.
And
I kind of missed that. So Ryder Stolak, we'll see it here. Hartwell, the captain of the team. He dekes through here. You can see him, number 11. Beautiful play.
And you saw right there as he kept driving, Ryder Stolak. And
yeah, he kept his stick, kept shoving him out long after the ball went in. Initially, that was a good challenge, and then he kept his stick on his back and the shoulder blades, shoving him into the boards. Hopefully, he's just winded here.
You gotta hope. It looks like he's grabbing at, I'd say, a hip area or lower back, which would make sense, again, with the way he went into the boards, Michael. But that's a scary hit, especially at this age group. And I would go as far as to say Ryder obviously didn't do that intentionally, but still, regardless, it is a dangerous hit. So we'll have to see here.
The officials are talking to each other down on the floor. I didn't see if they gave a signal to the number of minutes or, things like that.
Well, it also depends on who saw it.
That's right.
Because, obviously you'd hope one of them saw it, as he does sit in the box here, is Ryder Stolak. And again, my issue right now here, Michael, is if this is a head or neck injury with the lower back, we have to call the ambulance and wait for the gurney. Because that is something we do for high school sports, and have to wait for the gurney.
So they have not put it up on the board yet. We saw the officials open the door and talk with Hunter Stewart. Him and his sister Taylor are in there doing the shot clock and the game clock, so they'll have to know what to put up on the board. You can see a second team official has joined the fray. So it looks like young Jonah Hartwell, the captain of this Cambridge team, is going to make his way off under his own power. That's good news. So we'll watch for number 11 coming back onto the to the floor later on. We'll see. So that's his reward for scoring that beautiful goal, Spencer.
And 5 minutes goes up on the board for Stolac. So that is a big advantage now to the Highlanders, who, as we mentioned, they were with the goal that now feels like it didn't happen after the hit after the play. They score a goal and then immediately go to the man advantage for 5 minutes. So this could really give this Highlander team a chance to pull away, and I think that 5-minute major shows again to that 16 minutes, almost 17 minutes of penalties. Owen Sound averages a game in only 3 games they played so far this weekend.
So all of a sudden they were winning the penalty battle 4 minutes to nothing, and now it's 5-4. Whoa, nice save there by Hartley. And they score.
They stepped in.
He's stepped in, okay.
They did, so Wignall does get away with that one, but a good opportunity for Cambridge from the power play. So Owen Sound's got it, you think, 30 seconds here. That ball gets air-mailed to Linklater, just could not catch it. Linklater misses the rebound, or the carom off the boards, but Linklater fights for it, picks it up. Linklater gonna shoot off
nice
the
save.
shoulder.
Nice save there by Bentley Cuthbertson.
And now Oliver LeBlanc takes a couple bumps here, just willing to chew up the rest of this power play as much as he can of it. Is now he'll lose possession, but the body contact will force it the other way.
Linklater will pick this up.
We'll be able to chew 30 more seconds off, you'd expect. It's Winston Reed now.
Yep.
Gets around 1. Make that 2. Gets shot from behind, and that will be a minor. And Cambridge will now go 4-on-4, and it'll be for about half of what's left of this 5-minute major.
Absolutely. So you see Weston Reed limping off there, got right back up. His dad, Andrew Reed, the head coach of this team. So nice brave play by Weston Reed to cut to the middle there. And this is very fortunate for Owen Sound that they're going to be able to play 4-on-4 for 2 minutes.
And now starting with it will be Lockhart at the very top as they wait.
So this is good because this is taking time off of, these clock troubles are helping out Owen Sound right at the moment. So the 2 minutes did, we got 4.
Which is even a bigger problem now.
So from behind, I guess. We saw that in the U9 game, didn't we? A 4-minute hit from behind penalty.
And I know Steve McCarthy must be smiling down if he's watching this. Lockhart shot, and it's stuck in between the legs, and the whistle goes. So lucky there for Cambridge again, and I know Steve McCarthy has been advocating for them to call that a check from behind, not a cross check if it is from behind, no matter where it is on the floor. So I know Steve is now smiling at these referees calling it at such a low level.
So there's Hartwell back on the floor. Sorry to interrupt, Spencer, but that's the captain back on the floor there. That's good to see.
But he's still laboring as he caught one to the chest. Another Cambridge player goes down. That shot saved, and he's slow to get up.
You can see Hartwell holding his gut there, and his helmet's undone. He's in tough shape.
And now off limping, it goes Owen playing as well. So Cambridge now dealing with some injuries. As now Owen Sound will come around. That's Mannix Menard. Menard thrown for Byer. Byer just couldn't get a hold of it. Now he will off the boards. Passed across, just could not get it. There was Jinman. Jinman now does catch it. Shoots it towards the net. It goes over and around, and Cambridge will come away with it. And away comes Colton Hopper. Hopper gets taken out. Still has possession somehow.
Holy cow, he kept that.
And away he'll go against his numerical counterpart in Liam Law, and he'll get thrown down by Law. Still has possession somehow. Tries to shoot from his knees, and they're going to call, I believe, a high stick. You'd expect maybe a tripping against Owen Sound, which means it'll be, as the clock keeps rolling, as we mentioned, Liam Law now will go for 2 or less, which I believe will be a trip, and that means it's 4-on-3 in favor of the Highlanders for about a minute and a half.
Holy cow. And look at Hartwell's back out there, still his helmet undone, or maybe he's just got a really long strap. He just came into your screen there before it switched to the ball carrier. There's Hartwell down on the left.
Megwood for Hartwell. Hartwell spinning. Hartwell passes in front wide open.
Nice save
by Wignall.
Nice save by Wignall.
And scooped up and away by Brady Snow. Snow trying to get around. And here he'll go. Snow forward.
He couldn't find it.
Just could not get to Roebuck.
Yeah, Davis just couldn't find that over his head.
And it lands in the orange paint, but it'll run out and retrieved. Roebuck gets around, helmet popped off, and I bet you that's Hartwell, and it is, so the strap was definitely undone.
I can't believe the refs didn't see that, to be honest, or his coaches.
That ball passed in front. They do catch it. That shot goes wide. Opportunity for Luke Omfreichuk. But now here comes Owen Sound, just over Reed's stick.
Owen Sound has tried to make the right pass a few times, but it's been way off. So they'll just have to find that accuracy. Their thinking is correct, but their accuracy is way off.
And Wignall let that one just bounce into him as Hodgkinson tried to get an effort towards the net on the break. Owen Sound now again, only 7 seconds left from the major. Winston Reed now on the 3-on-4. In front, Kirby saved there by Cuthbertson. Winston tried to get a shot towards the net.
Yeah, Weston
Stolak
has the
back
ball
on.
again.
He gets thrown down, did Reed. And now I believe that's Kirby who got thrown down.
He was getting abused there.
Cuthbertson now thrown forward as penalties are going to be elapsing very quickly to get back 5-on-5 before the clock expires. We'll see as now Hopper tries to retrieve, gets thrown into the boards. We saw some physicality in the U11 game, and again, it's just getting more and more ramped up as the age groups get older, as you saw there, caught and thrown back was Roebuck, as that will be the period, and it will be 4-on-4 for the first about 5 seconds of the second period. We'll have 3-minute intermissions in between the first and second and third, so.
There you can see on the bench over there, Coach Scott Luckhart talking to Davis Roebuck as it pans to the rest of the team. A good period in, in net by Ryan Wignall. He was the busier of the two goalies, and some of that had to do with the power plays. It looked like, Owen Sound on its power plays didn't really push the envelope, didn't really get the ball to the net much, and they had the possession, but didn't have a lot of dangerous chances. And then when Cambridge got the opportunity, they jumped on it.
And Cambridge only scored 3 goals in their matchup on Saturday. They've already got 1 tonight. And Owen Sound had 7 in that first matchup.
Yeah.
And they now they have none going after 1. So.
And that's what the Cambridge coaches are saying exactly. Listen, we've got the lead, folks. We are with these guys. I am sure they're talking about staying disciplined and staying out of the penalty box. That would be coming from both sets of coaches, I would think.
But I think for Owen Sound to fall on deaf ears is, again, they averaged 17 minutes of penalties. They're only at 7, so they got 10 more.
That's right.
If the averages are right, coming.
Yeah. No, you make a good point there, Spencer, but maybe, the Owen Sound coaches will be thinking, we got to stay out of the penalty box against these guys. They'll be saying, we proved in the round robin we're a better team 5-on-5. Let's go out there and prove it now.
And it will start off 4-on-4 for the first 5 seconds, and then the 2 minors that will elapse basically simultaneously.
Yeah.
So we'll quickly go back to 5-on-5 as Cambridge does finish their huddle about 2 minutes early.
Yeah.
Now Owen Sound gets ready about 1.5 minutes early, so we'll see if we do start back up early.
The other thing Owen Sound coaches can tell them is on those power plays, I kind of said they didn't get the ball to the net, but they did hit, there was a 3 posts or a crossbar, a couple posts, whatever it was. So they had some chances, but there wasn't really the sustained pressure. I'm interested to see how Hartwell, you can see him there with his hand on his chin, how Hartwell progresses through this game, because even after his injury, has not been looking like he's running free. He's been looking a bit hobbled. And then he actually took another shot to the gut, I think, as he got back on.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see how he stays physically. Yes, it's U13, so 11 and 12-year-old kids, which you think can bounce back quickly, but there's a lot of bouncing around on a concrete floor out there.
And again, he went head first into the boards, and he's already grabbing that lower back sternum area, so he's already got some pretty good licks early in this one. So again, we'll see if that sustained physicality will affect him more and more as we now get ready to start this second period. Again, 3 15-minute periods, no stop time so far, so I expect no stop time here either.
So you can see Cuthbertson, I liked his attitude running to his net for Cambridge. He's loose, he's ready to go.
And
nice hit by Sinclair.
Yeah, right into the open door, might I add, so they're going to blow that dead.
I think that was Brady Snow. Sorry, not Sinclair.
Well, they're going to blow that dead and give ball to Cambridge here as we're back to 5-on-5 as the door did not close before that player got thrown.
You can see the athleticism of Hunter Stewart there climbing over the glass to close that. Great badminton player. That's what I'll mention about Hunter right now. He's also pretty good at hockey, but we'll focus on the badminton.
Always pick the sport you're better at. As face-off won by Cambridge, and again caught high there, but quickly up. Oh my goodness, Cambridge shot Great save
we got another
there,
kid
and another down kid for Cambridge. We'll see if they pull the whistle.
The mouth guard spilled out on the floor. He's back up, thankfully. You can see him hobbling into your screen.
That's the third Cambridge player. We got some fighting here. It's some whacks, and
so
we're going to see some physicality
so Owen
here.
Sound's getting a cross-checking penalty.
Is Cambridge going to get something
Now
too? I don't know.
I don't think so. That by that signal from the referee, it looks like because he cross-checked him when he was down on the floor.
And it's just a 2-minute minor there. It's Liam Law with his second straight minor. And that's number 9 of their average of 17, just about. But we do want to mention that these physicality will continue to ramp up as we get older in the age groups. It's only U13, so U15 and 17 should be quite physical.
Yes, but hopefully within the rules.
Hopefully within the rules.
What you're seeing right now is, some over physicality, maybe some young athletes without a great deal of, this is going to sound insulting, it's not meant to, but at their developmental level with the maturity, right? Like knowing how to dial it back. They're on TV, it's a championship game, settle in. But what you're seeing is why my wife said that her baby boy would never play this violent sport. And Alex didn't play lacrosse, but not because of that. This is a great sport.
It definitely is when it's played. I'll go with what you said within the rules. That ball is fanned on by Cambridge. Again, they're back on the man advantage. That shot low, and it will go wide. Try to retrieve it back. They have 5 to shoot. It will go right into the chest there. I believe that was touched there in the orange pace. He just puts it back where it came from, and the ref didn't call it. So fair play.
And now we're going to get, so another, it's not a penalty, but there's a play.
Illegal contact.
Yeah, and it just gives the ball right back to Cambridge.
On the power play, might I add, and that's Mannix Menard there with the undisciplined shove at the after his poor goalie got a hold of it.
There's about 40 seconds left in the power play for Cambridge. They're going to be wanting to go up 2-0 here.
And they have about 15 left in the shot clock. Right around, that shot goes airmailed over, and again taken down for Cambridge, and another minor looks to be called here as some more shoving in front of the net. And they're going to give another minor here to
I got to tell you, I don't like this one. Oh, they're giving it to Menard, so I didn't see this one. Actually, I thought they were giving it to Linklater, which I would have argued, and I generally support referees. So another cross-check to a guy that was on the ground. We'll see a replay here. So number 15.
Yeah, there's Linklater.
See, that was just a good hit. Oh, wow. Okay. Maybe they're trying to get it under control, but looks like he just kind of whacked him in the shoulder a little bit. I don't know. Or maybe their reputation is preceding them, Spencer. Sometimes that happens.
Sometimes. And they've already taken a couple minors here early. Now they are back to 5-on-5 as Law is able to get out of the box.
5-on-4, yep, because Menard's still in there, yep.
Because Menard just went in, you're right. As that pass across, that shot, I believe, saved by Wignall, actually was not, as the shot clock is not reset. Hartwell across, one-timer, great save there by Wignall.
He came across really nicely there. Again, Wignall's proving he's got some athleticism and some speed.
Yeah, Hopper just could not beat him there. As now here comes Liam Law.
He's got 2 penalties on the day. Let's see if he can get on the score sheet and even it up for his team.
Or draw one as he gets one right in the mask.
Yeah, I guess.
And he'll keep going. No arm up after the whack.
No.
Sinclair rings it around. Right in front, shot, one-timer, and a great save there by Cuthbertson on it looked to be Spencer Given.
Yeah, Reed over to Given. Yeah, they're hockey teammates too, Spencer Given and Weston Reed, so they know where each other are going to be. But a great save by Cuthbertson.
And now Wagwood, who leads this team in points and goals, passed across. That shot, I believe, might have been tipped, but goes wide regardless. Wagwood, now again, around he'll go. Shot again, saved by Wignall. He'll get thrown to the boards after the play.
So Owen Sound is not backing off.
Checks. Owen Sound likes to finish their checks.
So they just called Snow again. Again, a change of possession, but Snow just leveled Sullivan Lopez.
Yeah, this Owen Sound team is not scared of physicality. I can't wait to see them at the U15 level, my goodness. As that ball was in the orange paint, he'll get thrown down after the whistle regardless. But thrown up quickly, Brady Stowe, can he retrieve it? The ref's in his way, but he will. Brady Stowe now all alone. Stowe Saved
Nice save.
by Cuthbertson.
Just stared him down and held his ground. We're back to 5-on-5 here, Spencer.
And now Lockhart, as down again goes Cambridge, and they're going to get possession back for an illegal screen as Lockhart will take a shove as...
And he's going to get a cross-checking penalty because his stick went up high. Lockhart's going to the box. Yep.
Yes, he is. And again, Michael, we talked about, again, averaging 17 minutes a night. They didn't take a whole lot of penalties till that major by Stolak, but now all of a sudden the penalties are coming thick and fast for Owen Sound.
So I was just watching the coaches on the Owen Sound bench. I don't know if you could see it. It was on your screen for a bit, but you could see Coach Lockhart over there telling the guys when they're cross-checking to keep their sticks down. Because that got up, we talked about it in previous games, folks, and you're going to see it. I think a timeout called by Owen Sound here too. And Coach Andrew Reed's giving it to them here. He's animated, you know, stay out of the penalty box. But Coach Lockhart was demonstrating, you keep it low, you get up high, that bounces off the shoulder pads, straight up into the guy's ear, and it's going to be a penalty every time. And the Cambridge coach is, hey guys, let them get all the penalties. Don't retaliate, right? That's what you're worried about from Cambridge. That tendency to retaliate, because you're taking cross checks, taking body checks. You want to give it back, but then you lose your advantage.
Eventually, you want to, step up either for yourself or for a teammate, and that's always what they call the retaliation call, isn't it? So you got to be careful when you make those types of decisions.
Best way to retaliate is to score on the power play.
Implying you can, and Cambridge has not been able to as of yet, but you'd think if you keep giving them chances, they eventually got to cash one of them in.
So here's Cambridge.
Hartwell looks no worse where from the very first penalty taken by Owen Sound. Up top, Wagwood saved there. That ball in the middle, and Wagwood gets sandwiched, and he's slow to get up. And now here they come, and he'll now go off limping and slow. So now it's 4-on-4 for a second. Around the top, Hartwell now. Another down player goes Cambridge. Hartwell finds his trailer, just could not receive it there as Owen Sound had possession for the second. Shot clock still isn't reset, however, and now the shot clock will go, and Owen Sound will get possession as Cambridge is leaving here with a lot more bruises than they walked in with.
So that play that hurt the last Cambridge player, it was just clean, but it was two Owen Sound guys hit him.
Humphreys threw a check.
Over to
back
Hill.
for Hill. Hill in across, shot low, save there, and that would be Jude Byer with the opportunity. He'll give an extra shove, and I think they're going to call Jude Byer for the retaliation. So now it's 5-on-3 in favor of Cambridge. We'll see how much time they have as, again, rolling time right now. And again, Michael, you got to think, you keep giving them chances, Cambridge is eventually going to capitalize.
It does not happen very often to me, but I'm speechless right now.
You watch right
from
there.
From Jude Byer there, he's not alone. I'm picking on him right at the moment. There was absolutely zero need for that. So the coaches are going to talk to him when he gets over there, I'm sure. But anyway, I don't even know what to say anymore. It's ridiculous how many penalties are happening right now.
And they all seem to be falling in the Grays' favor, and honestly, deservedly so. No debate here with how physical this Owen Sound team is. Again, 5-on-3 in shot. Wigno with another big save, and I think Big Wigno deserves a nice big glass of chocolate milk here.
Yep, he does so.
As he is a big reason why they're not down big here.
Yes,
Linklater fires it forward for Lockhart. It bounces by him and bounces through the stick of Cohen Kirby as well.
That lacrosse ball gets bouncing around, as we've talked about today. It's hard to predict. 5-on-4 for Cambridge.
Cambridge coming up nice and slow here. We have about 1:10 left in this power play. They are 0 for, I want to say, just a guess, probably 0 for 4 or 5 at this point. Yeah. And there's a minor going against Owen Sound again, so they're going back down to 5-on-3. I'm not sure I saw it.
So far, I only have one problem penalty call, the one on Menard. I don't think that needed to be called. Everything else, I think the refs have gotten right.
That shot saved by Wigno. Now we'll see as that shot was taken there by
too many men?
Brandon Magwood with the opportunity there, and we'll see who they send for Owen Sound, and I think you're right here. It is the too many men call.
The signal he made was, so, and
they're sending two? Not sure what's going on here. Oh, no, they're only sending one, and it looks to be Brady Snow going to the box, which is a big loss for Owen Sound. But almost coming out of the box here will be Jude Byer, so it will basically just be a 5-on-4 with rolling time.
Yeah.
As they don't put up the first the minor they call until the ball is put in play. So now it's 5-on-3, and it will immediately be 5-on-4 in favor of Cambridge, who have been in 5-on-4 for, it feels like, last about 6 minutes or so. Passed across, taken away. Byer now fresh out of the box will try to receive it from Linklater. He will, and away he goes. Byer in, Jude shoots. Saved, I believe.
Yep. I think he got his left arm on it.
Now Sinclair, though, in. And that's actually for Brady Snow. So obviously Snow didn't go for the penalty. As that ball bounces through, but kept out by...
No, it is Declan Linklater in the box for Owen Sound.
So 19's out, so still in. Oh, as Reed gets thrown down. And it's not going to be a penalty against Cambridge. No, it's just a possession call.
Just possession.
Given. Oh, and Owen Sound not happy.
No, I think...
and down will go Owen Sound again. Another big check. That went past across. That shot goes wide.
Oh, I lost track of the ball for a second there. Thought it maybe caught the corner, but it didn't. And Weston Reed was it now.
They got 10 to work on the shot clock. I believe that is Sinclair. Passed. Trying to spin it away. Looks like he lost it. There was Spencer Given. Given trying to retrieve it again, and the shot clock will go. As possession will go the other way, and here comes Cambridge. And it is...
Okay, let's see what Owen Sound, if they can get this penalty kill over with and get back on the attack. Yes, they're killing all these off, but it's not allowing them to get on the attack, right? They're the ones losing here.
Yeah, exactly. They're the ones who need a goal right now, at least one. And right now, Cambridge happy to chew up some clock here. Pass down low, shot, score! I thought, but they'll not score that one either.
Oh, gee, holy cow. I guess that must have gone through. I thought that went through him and maybe hit the post in behind him, Spencer. Because it sure did look like it went in. You're absolutely right.
I wonder if we can get a replay on that, but down the other way, back to 5-on-5 as Reed will hold up. Reed for the guy out of the box. Linklater just couldn't catch it. Linklater though retrieves, and Linklater's going to take a roundabout route.
Nice catch there by Davis Roebuck.
Roebuck though taken down, and now away come Cambridge. As Cambridge trying to get away, they'll lose it, and Roebuck takes it right back. Roebuck now 2-on-1. 2-on-2 is a late comer. Great in the hands.
Yeah.
Keeps possession though. Into the middle shot. That one goes
nice
over the
try.
net. Retrieved though by the North Stars. That's Lockhart.
Ryan Hill just over the net, and nice strong play by Roebuck to keep that ball.
Kirby tried to one-time it there to Humphrey, who couldn't catch it. Though retrieved by Owen Sound for the second. They aren't able to keep it, but now they will get it back. Oh, a hold of it. Up top. Hill. Shot. Save there. By Cuthbertson.
Nice job of Cuthbertson to keep his arm tight. He
scores! Humphrey ties it! And what's sad is I want to replay that goal, but I still want a second look at that opportunity that Cambridge had on that last possession they had if that first shot went in. And I thought they scored the first one. I thought they scored the second one, and then the ball scoots through.
Sam Humphrey coming to the saving his team. Finally they get out of the box and play 5-on-5, Spencer, and they get some pressure in the offensive zone. So let's see if they can keep that up, stay out of the box, and start getting some time for themselves in the offensive zone. We may get to that other replay a little later. The crack team down there in the truck, Mark and the others have got it. We'll just see if we get to it, but it was confusing from up here at our vantage point.
It definitely gave me the optical illusion as Cambridge now tied, looking for another chance at the net. That one just goes wide. Almost retrieved there by Cambridge. Just could not catch it there with Sean Parker. That one flung towards the net and caught.
Yeah.
And it will be caught there by Wignall.
Nice play by Wignall there.
Wignall for Jude Byer. Misses him, but it's okay. And North Star's right there to retrieve it. Not the one I thought was. I thought it would be Sinclair, but wide open in front of the net is Owen Sound.
Nice
Snow's
catch.
got to turn away. Shot. That one goes wide, but it will be retrieved there by Lockhart. Lockhart down low. Shot. Reed scores! Weston Reed takes the lead.
Hey, guess what? We're playing 5-on-5 here, folks. And Owen Sound shows you what they can do when they're 5-on-5. Almost looked like a bit of a giveaway from the goalie. from Wignall, but Owen Sound tracked it down. Davis Roebuck did, and it turns into this great play. Nice pass down low to Weston Reed, fakes up high, and then bounces at 5-hole. Beautiful fake high by Weston Reed, and he makes no mistake finishing it off.
And the clock is chewed about 15 seconds here, so probably only one more possession left in this period.
A little, scramble here at the face-off.
Oh, and immediately Lockhart drills Hopper right off the face-off, and he'll go for 2 or less here as this clock will elapse before the minor is put up on the board, so it'll be a fresh 2 minutes going into the third period.
And that's his second penalty of the game at least. See again, cross-check right, got up on the side of the helmet. That's too easy to call.
Came in a little too late there, did Caleb Lockhart.
Yep.
And now again, his 2-minute minor will go fresh to start off the third period. And I'm going to say they're well over 17 minutes of penalties now, Michael.
Let's check out this replay of just if we get it here. So watch this ball. It might just be the weird spin on a lacrosse ball, too. Oh, it hit
the
crossbar.
Inside of the crossbar.
Yep.
And then the second shot, I think, went also off. It looked like a save there by.
But definitely went off the bar. Wow.
Ryan,
so fortunate for Owen Sound because it was 1-0 for them at the time, I believe. That would have made it 2-0.
Right, that was the possession before Sam Humphreys scored the first one past Bentley Cuthbertson, but Ryan Wignall's got to thank that crossbar for giving that ball out. But again, Michael, I want to mention, North Stars took minor after minor after minor to start off this period, and they come out 2-1 leaders with 2 goals in the last 2 minutes, while you talked about on 5-on-5.
Yeah, and that's so we're looking at the Cambridge bench here, but all I can think about is I'm watching Andrew Reid out of the booth, the head coach. His face is red. He's upset, and he won't be upset with obviously winning 2-1. But the message will be, look at, when we stay out of the penalty box, we're a better team, right? Like, it's a simple message, and the penalties that they've been taking are not necessary, right? Sometimes you get caught up, you make a mistake, whatever, but the cross-checks up high that hit the kids in the ear, the cross-checks when the players are down on the ground, the retaliation away from the play. I know these are young kids, I know that, and so they'll learn, right, as they go along, and these coaches will help them to learn that, okay? But these guys have lots of experience in hockey and lacrosse and other sports. They got to know when they stay out of the penalty box, they're a better team, and that's what they've shown.
And not only that, and again, this Owen Sound North Star program is quite good. Like, they have a junior B team, they have a senior B team. The U17 team is in the final.
Yeah.
This U13 team is in their final right now, up 2-1 going into the third and potentially final period. Like, you know, it is definitely something where, Michael, you got to wonder, if they didn't take so many penalties, what would the scoreline be, right?
Yeah. So we'll see how they go. Where they're going to start in the penalty box as Caleb Lockhart goes over to the penalty box. And we'll just see how they do with this. Whoever coaches their penalty kill deserves a raise. We know that. They get lots of practice on the penalty kill. And Cambridge, the message from their coaches is going to be keep playing hard, but we got to score we got to score right now, right on this power play.
And they've struggled to do that so far.
Yeah, so that will be what the coaches of Cambridge are thinking is these missed opportunities. We've had so many. We played the whole second period on a power play essentially, and have no goals to show for it. So that's going to be the message here. And actually, you just see the one coach talking about, I think he was showing a goaltending move. So I wonder if he's picked something up from the goalie for Owen Sound, Ryan Wignall, to pass on to one of the shooters.
Well, again, he is a more athletic style of goalie. And the face-off will go for Owen Sound as the violation's called against Cambridge. And they're waiting for a whistle here, and they will get the whistle. Around will go Brady Snow, trying to get it there to Weston Reed. Just could not get a hold of it. Now he will.
Nice pickup by Reed there.
And Reed now will take a couple bumps. Reed almost lost his footing. Gives it off to Snow, it gets caught, and the ball will bounce right back to Reed here. Reed tries to shoot, ball gets whacked right out of his stick. Shot clock down, and they're gonna call a over and back there at the line, so possession will go the other way, and now here quickly come Cambridge in a lone shot, saved there by Wignall. That would be only got the mark today, and possession will stay with Cambridge with another foul as the ball is carried away.
This Hartwell guy, I know he's only 12 years old, but he's going to need a cold tub after this game. Get him into the attack dressing room or the North Stars, senior North Stars dressing room. Get him in the cold tub because he is taking a beating.
Yeah, and he again grabs at that midsection area as he drops his mouth guards. That ball scoots all the way down towards the goalie, who will catch it. And you got to sometimes worry there if he doesn't catch it.
Yeah.
That ball's going to scoot right into his net. And now they got to work quicker than they have 5 to shoot on the shot clock. They're going to shoot from a mile away as that shot is sticked away, I want to say, but they're going to say they didn't touch Wignall, and it's just scooted through the net.
Well, that's where you see at the older levels of lacrosse, that goalie will pick that up and fire it down into this end, right? To not risk having a shot clock violation in your own end.
Especially off your own player, as Roebuck gets thrown down, possession will go the other way, or pardon me, stay with Owen Sound. The referee almost caught me off guard there.
Yeah.
Spencer Given will pick it up, and Spencer Given will try to chew the rest of this 13 seconds on the minor. Given, down low, odd angle, thought about shooting it, thought better of it, and gives it up to, it looked to be a streaking Stolak, but just couldn't catch it.
Yeah.
And they're going to call a over and
back.
and possession will go back to Cambridge, but it will be back 5-on-5 as Lockhart comes right into the box as the infraction is called.
So we'll see here, folks, like if Owen Sound can stay 5-on-5, they might even draw some penalties if they're able to play
like they had in the first.
Yeah, exactly. But when you're Cambridge, you're always on the power play. You're not going to give any penalties. Well, they did give a couple, but you know, if Owen Sound's able to get the ball here and put some pressure, they may draw some penalties against Cambridge.
Sean Parker gives it off there to Freitschuk. Tried to give it right back there to Parker, just couldn't retrieve it, and Byer now gives him a shove. Back there, and down he'll go as he'll get thrown down by Lockhart. Thinking about firing right down the floor, and it's a pretty good pass to Byer, who gets stood up. But possession will go the other way, and Cambridge's not happy about that one.
No, I'm not sure why the ref blew that one down. I mean, Owen Sound will take it, but Jude Law just got put in the trolley tracks there. You know, that was not a healthy pass to take. Nice pass by Stolak.
Stolak, it scores! What a pass, and Brady Snow is the benefactor. 17-18, and it's 3-1 Owen Sound as they're pulling away late.
Cambridge really won't be happy there. Again, I don't know why that was blown down on that possession change, but Ryder Stolak made no mistake. He gets the ball and saw a streaking Snow. Again, hockey teammates, those two guys, so they know where each other are. You can see here, you can't see where Stolak is to the left of your screen, but Snow grabs it and shoots fast. That's the key. Shoots before the defender can cut him off and while the goalie's still moving. Great play by Snow.
Face-off won by Cambridge. Running right around, there is Magwood. He'll get thrown as he shoots, and he'll put it wide. Now the North Stars get away. And I believe that is Brady Snow. Snow for Weston Reed. Reed stops up, shoots, saved, and scoots by all the North Stars. But Linklater, Snow scores!
Yeah, nice
Brady
passing.
Snow, number 2.
Beautiful passing on that play. I thought Snow waited too long to get it up to Reed, but Reed got a great chance, and then good ball pursuit to get the ball back. And what a play for Snow. And I'm trying to think who passed it to him. Linklater, Declan Linklater with the great pass. So there's Reed's chance right there. You can see it, and look at Linklater fights to get that ball back. Quick over his shoulder to Snow, who just, again, fires it quick. When you can shoot while the goalie's still moving, there's so many holes, and Snow makes no mistake.
And they've been getting Bentley Cuthbertson short side. They've been beating him on that close side.
And they switch goalies.
And they just
so going in now
goalies.
is Braden Byers. I don't think you can blame Cuthbertson on any of those. Those are fast-moving. You're right, they're getting him on the short side. But that's because, again, Owen Sound is making those great passes and not giving him a chance to get set.
As taken down there looked to be Roebuck, who just couldn't get away, as now possession stays with Roebuck. He gets around 1, around 2, takes a whack, loses possession, gets it right back. Roebuck quickly up the floor. In goes, I believe that's Jinman who gets tripped up.
Oh, I thought we might see a possession call anyway there on the little trip from behind. But
and he's limping away. Is that, again, neon concrete. Possession will go back to Owen Sound.
You can see the player from Sound with the ball right there has long pants on. That would help a little bit on the concrete.
Passed up Pop. Owen Sound shooting, blocked.
And that was Humphrey who started the goal scoring for Owen Sound. Couldn't quite get that through.
I also want to mention that this goalie for Braden Byer is a lot shorter than his counterpart in Cuthbertson. So different angles. Now in again. I believe that's Magwood. Couldn't get the shot away. Harassed by 3 different orange shirts. Now here comes Owen Sound on the break. Sinclair. Around goes Julian. Sinclair. Shot save there by Byer.
Nice defensive play by Humphrey, and then he turned it up the floor to make that chance for Owen Sound.
And now Cambridge slowly up the floor. They'll come as they get the change.
Yeah, Cambridge, they scored early, and then not being able to score on any of their multitude of power plays is really biting them right now.
Wakely putting it in the middle, just could not retrieve it at first, then shoots it, and it will go wide, and he's slow to get up, grabbing at a knee. And he's writhing. He will get up slowly as Owen Sound will get away, and it's a 2-on-0. Make it 3-on-0 just about. In alone, shot, scores! Liam Law, 5 in a row, 5 unanswered for Owen Sound. They're running away with it here in the latter half of this game.
Yeah, unfortunately, one of the Cambridge players was behind that looks like number 8, Lugan Offerchuk, was down behind the play, but he wasn't catching Liam Law anyway, and I know that. I've seen Liam Law run cross-country, track and field, and swim. Nobody's catching him when he gets out in the open floor, and you can see it here. And the goaltender has to know there's 2 other guys for Owen Sound coming. They're out the side of his eye. Nice fakes by Liam Law, and he makes no mistake down low. He'll be happy to get that goal. He had a couple of straight penalties there in the first period, so he'll be happy to get on the proper side of the score sheet.
And now limping away is Owen Sound. North Star in front of the net. Shot, that one goes wide. Limping off for Owen Sound looks like Mannix Menard, who also has been in the fracas so far tonight.
Yep.
As Lockhart throws down Magwood. This game has gone off the hinges. As these 2 teams are not giving an inch. As Magwood's going to limp off, I think, as well. As that ball is caught, running away there.
I think that's Lockhart has it.
Lockhart it is, as Caleb will lose possession. And he tries to get it back from Tumbin. Tumbin passes it into the middle. That shot from a mile away, sticked away by Wignall.
You can see how that almost handcuffed Wignall, though. He wasn't quite sure how to approach that because it wasn't a very hard shot.
And now Sinclair all alone. Julian shot saved there by Byers. Now caught, trying to get the shot away. Here's Owen Sound, but they'll just get away with the possession. Tried to get it to Sinclair. Ball bounced in the red paint and caught by Braden Byers.
Yeah, Humphrey couldn't find someone to pass it to there. He was kind of sealed off.
But Byers airmails it. Byer couldn't pick it up. Now retrieved, though, by Hill, who gets sandwiched.
Oh, what are they going to call
that
here?
A minor.
What are they going to call it? A high stick. Okay. Interesting call there. It looked like he just got sandwiched, but then that stick may, like we've talked about, may have slid up the shoulder pad and got Ryan Hill, because Ryan Hill's not the tallest guy, but neither is this one, so it wasn't. Sometimes I feel bad for the real tall guys, whether it be in hockey for the head check or, the cross check here. The real tall guys have a harder time, but that's not the case here.
It is Spencer Kim going away for 2 or less for Cambridge. So now Owen Sound on the man advantage. Only I think they're second of the night in the end, as they've been, again, taking minors almost all of the second period. And a couple in the at the end of the first.
But much better here because they've been taking the play to Cambridge.
And as you've seen by their 5 unanswered goals, Weston Reed now takes it away on the man advantage. Weston Reed's got a pass in front, can't find one. Gives it off now to Menard. Passed across, that shot off the bar.
Yep.
That was Brady Snow.
Brady Snow's had his fingerprints all over this game, hasn't he, Spencer?
Yes, he has. Not just on the offense, but also with the passes. As that ball's taken away, but they're going to call.
Are we getting a tripping penalty on Menard?
High stick. As, Humphrey after the whistle is going to get an extra minor as well.
No, it's Menard getting one and Humphrey here.
Oh, it's Humphrey and Menard. I couldn't tell exactly. Again, the minor's going thick and fast.
So Humphrey got the high stick and Menard got an unsportsmanlike.
And I wonder if we can get a replay on that and see what maybe the Cambridge player might have said or did to make Mannix Menard react like that.
See, I thought the high stick was on the play over here, and I didn't see it. I didn't see what Humphrey did. And then Menard was tied up with the guy down on the ground, so I don't know whether he said something to the player or to the referee.
And now Jonah Hartnell will start with it as he's waiting for a ball.
No, well, there's a ball down in the corner. That's pretty dangerous here.
Yeah, so we'll see if someone can go get that. Doesn't look like they're gonna, so we're gonna find out here. As I think everyone's trying to direct the refs to the ball.
That's the trouble. They're pretty easy not to see these white lacrosse balls.
On the gray concrete. Kind of like the numbers on the back of these jerseys.
Yeah, that's true.
As Hartwell, Jonah Hartwell, that shot, saved right in the stick there of goalkeeper Ryan Wignall. Wignall hands it off, and taking a bump for his trouble is Cohen Kirby as the referee will go to retrieve it.
And I think he knew it was there the whole time, and that was his plan.
And now coming in Brady Snow. Snow around his guard. Snow passed across, shot, saved, it will not roll. And I think they're going to say that Snow stepped in.
Spencer Given rolls it across the line there. Just looked for one of those little odd spins to make it go in the net.
And that will be 5-on-3.
Yeah. Nice pass by Snow there on the rush. And the one-timer stick skills by this Owen Sound team are really a difference maker in this game.
That ball stolen by Brady Snow. He takes a shot there to the head. He's got to get rid of it here, and within 10 seconds, the referee makes his thing. But again, a shove there away from the ball as we'll get possession to Cambridge. They're going to call for the trainer.
And so Stolik knocked him down, and they were just calling a change of possession back to Cambridge.
Now, Michael, I'm going to say something that I wish we did in all sports. They shook hands before the game. That's probably best with a game that's been this physical.
Yeah, but I understand why they do it, but I really dislike it because regardless how the game, you need to teach the sportsmanship that once the final buzzer goes, the game is over and you can shake hands. They've just done it in soccer where I'm more involved with. Up until this year, you shake hands after the game. Now this year, it's before the game. But every team we've played, we've volunteered to shake hands after the game again. I hear what you're saying because this is going a bit weird here.
Yeah, it's gotten beyond the point, I'd say, of where sportsmanship will apply. Because, and I'll say this from personal experience, I did a OUA game.
Yes.
Which is, obviously, if you don't know, university basketball. It was University of Toronto versus TMU.
Yeah.
And right at the end of the game, University of Toronto ends up winning. They go down the shake-up line. They go the handshake line, and we get about 3 players in, and a coach and a player have an altercation.
Oh boy!
At the end, and a
coach.
A coach. And it was, and the coach now is working the referee here.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I definitely assume, but regardless, that's where my worry comes from.
Oh yeah,
like
I understand it.
Like I'll say especially with men's basketball, testosterone gets in play, and then bad decisions are made that would not be made if cooler heads prevailed. But it's more just the worry of, especially with this younger group, if they don't know any better kind of thing, and they'll do something that they would obviously regret later. But regardless, as I don't think an extra player got sent to the box. That pass across, saved again.
No, so they had already called that. Just a possession call, like.
And they're going to give that a possession call against Reed.
Yeah.
And they are stopping time here, so it is within 5.
Right, within 5. That's a good point.
And that's a save, and again, possession will stay with Cambridge.
So it is 5-1.
No, it'll go the other way.
3 minutes left here. Owen Sound has shown 5-on-5 that they, are a better team. They've let Cambridge hang around at times. In the final 3 minutes, and Cambridge just hasn't shown the ability to score on the power play. Lots of wasted opportunities for them.
And they're going to get one more chance here as Magwood passes it down. The 5-on-3 ends. Magwood saved again and retrieved it, but in the orange paint.
Yeah. And good sportsmanship there from Magwood. He picked it up and he could have shot it in, but he realized I went in the paint. I'll just drop it. Those are the plays that can cause issues late in the game when you slide that ball in the net when you're not supposed to.
And especially with these two teams.
Now, Cambridge is getting a penalty here. This back official has his arm up.
Who are they going to send?
Yeah, I think
it's roughing, actually, and it looks to be against Magwood, the leading goal scorer and point getter for this Cambridge team. It is Braden Magwood.
So that was obviously down in the corner after our eyes had followed the ball down to the offensive end for Owen Sound. Magwood must have taken a shot at the Owen Sound defender.
So it looks like it'll be stop time from now on. For the next 2 games, the U15 and U17 finals, it'll be stop time for the last 5 minutes if the game's within 5. As that shot goes airmailed over by Brady Snow, and Owen Sound's on, I believe, their 3rd or 4th man advantage. of the night, as a couple whacks there for Cambridge. They're going to try to get around the 4 orange shirts right now, as they will get around the 4 orange shirts at this point. Airmail blocked, though, by Linklater, and Brady
tried to get it up to Noah Shuchuk. Couldn't get it there.
And now Snow will get away. Snow has got a wide-open teammate. That shot, low save, batted, and goes wide there by Snow.
Snow tries to play broom ball there, but it didn't quite work.
Or hockey, in fairness.
Yeah, that's true.
That shot saved high, and that one, I believe, would be taken by Brady Snow as well. Byers now hands it off to his captain. Jonah Hartwell has got the only marker for Cambridge.
Yeah. And it came very early in this game.
Surprisingly, not in the power play.
That's a good point.
Callan Wakely now with possession. Callan's only got about 10 seconds to work, though, on the shot clock. I know they are on the man disadvantage, but you're down by 4. That shot from a mile away, tried to be gloved, but it does go wide regardless. But the shot clock is reset, but it goes right back into the orange paint and collected there by Wignall. Got lucky there, you'd say.
Yes.
Cohen Kirby now.
He's got a streaking Humphrey.
And he gets it there, takes a bump, and it's a heavy bump, and he'll work right through it. Humphrey scores!
I saw that coming. I just thought, here's Humphrey. He knows that guy's coming. He says, I'm bigger than you. I'm going to take this hit and just bowl you over. And that's a kid understanding what they bring to the game, right? This Humphrey guy is one of the bigger players on the floor. He caught that pass. Watch here. He's going to catch this pass, and he just says, I'm lowering my shoulder. I'm just going to be a bull and shove you out of the way. And that defender for Cambridge had no answer. Then Humphrey's in basically alone. So I appreciate seeing that, right? Like, when you're big like that, you're strong, use that. You've got that to your advantage. Doesn't mean smaller players can't be just as effective, but you use the skill set you have.
Yeah, if you're a bigger player, you use it to your advantage. If you're a smaller player, you use it to your advantage. You're a little more shifty normally. Yeah. You can normally get around those big guys by going low.
Yeah, if you're Mannix Menard on that play, maybe you stop and do a spin move instead, right? And get around the defender that way. But Humphrey just said, I'm just going to bully you over.
Now the clock is running. That's the first power play marker of the night, might I add, for either side, as Hill now gets the whistle and he'll start up. Under a minute left in this final. Around goes, I believe that'd be Roebuck. That shot saved into the stick there of Byers, and Braden Byers will now play it.
About 40 seconds left here in the game, and it's going to be good for Owen Sound Lacrosse fans with a win here in the final at the Father's Day Classic.
They are now they will now be 1 for 1 as Lockhart there again.
I think earlier in the game Lockhart would have got another penalty. Yeah, he is. He's getting a.
And they're going to give him the high stick here as the clock will stop us. We're not above 5.
He actually did it 3 times on that play.
I guess they tried to let him get away with it.
Oh, they gave it to the Cambridge player. Well, there you go. Okay, never mind then. I'm sorry, Caleb. You didn't do it at all.
Yeah, never saw it.
Nope.
Never happened. As he'll actually start with possession now, but that will be the game. I believe that's Spencer Kim again sitting down, but regardless, only 27 and a half seconds left here in this game, so I think Snow will just hold it for the rest of the night as he'll hand it off there to Mannix Menard. Lockhart. Weston Reed. Passed across, tipped in. What a play by Owen Sound.
Is that Humphrey? Is that the hat trick for Humphrey?
It is for Sam Humphrey. That means the clock will not stop.
Look at, you can see he was like, I don't think I meant to do that. He batted that one in, and he'll take it, of course.
Almost like Brady Snow did earlier when he actually tried to shoot it in, but that's a real one-timer right there.
That's
Watch
right.
Reed. Reed passes it, and he just kind of pokes it into the net. And poor Byers moving, just could not get a hold of it, and there's only 10.7 left here in the game, so this one is over, and Owen Sound will get their gold medals after this one. And Ryan Wignall gets the well-earned decision.
Absolutely.
And another high hit there by Snow, and the whistle will go. And they're going to call it, and the coach and the I'll say fans with parents are not happy with them calling that penalty with only 3 seconds to go, adding again to the Owen Sound North Stars plethora tonight and plethora throughout this tournament.
Oh, well, 3 seconds left. This will make the grandparents and the aunts and uncles and friends here for Owen Sound happy, and obviously the parents.
And that is the game, and Owen Sound has won the U13 championship. They're now 1 for 1. We'll see if they can go 2 for 2 in the U17 final coming up at around a 3 o'clock start. But for now, Owen Sound are winners. and well earned, even though, again, the Congo line, they kept going into the penalty box.
So I said it earlier, if one of those coaches is specifically responsible for the penalty kill, that coach deserves a raise. Of course, 100% raise of 0 is still 0. Maybe they can buy him a Diet Coke or something, but unbelievable that the whole second period, they kept giving Cambridge chances on the power play, and Cambridge couldn't take advantage of that. So Cambridge will go back and look at that. I mean, they're young, special teams, things like that are a little different as you get older in the age groups. You focus more on that. You still thought Cambridge was going to break through with 1 or 2 goals with all those power play opportunities. But credit to Wignall in net, made some big saves. Credit to Owen Sound staying aggressive on the penalty kill. And then when they got out of the penalty box in 5-on-5, they proved how good of a team they are.
Yeah, and Weston Reed led this team in goals, but he was not necessarily, I'd say, the factor for this team. Sam Humphreys ends with 3 goals, but it seemed like a really contrived effort from Owen Sound because, again, they took so many penalties. It kind of, I guess, with your rhythm, if you will, and you have to rely on so many players to capitalize, and Owen Sound has that skill that they can come back from it. Not a whole lot of teams can take 20 minutes plus of penalties and come away with a win. Owen Sound did it and won by 6 goals, 7-1, taking all those minors. So, again, just showing the skill level of this U13 team.
Yeah, absolutely. And the captain there for Cambridge showed a lot of grit. He was definitely not that healthy, still hobbled a little bit as the game went along. And Cuthbertson, he got pulled out of the net for Cambridge, but really giving up a total of 7 goals. If you go into a game saying we're only going to give up 7 goals in lacrosse, you generally think you're going to be in the game. So you can't put any of that on the goaltenders for Cambridge. Just Owen Sound, when they got the opportunities, they put the ball in the back of the net. They're very quick stick skills, right? The pass comes across, one little stick handling in, or you saw from Humphrey, a pure one-timer off the shaft. Owen Sound offensively were wizards tonight at times, then defensively on the penalty kill. What can you say?
What can you say? And that'll be it here for us for the U13 final. But again, stay tuned. U15 final up next. Game 4 of 5 coming up in just a few minutes here